Hey guys, it's about 9:45. Done trading for today. Just wanted to go over my trade. It was a small red trade, but I'm just trying to test out this. I guess it's essentially the strategy I've been trading, but I want to modify it slightly because I've noticed one thing that really seems to bite me with trading is the longer that I'm trading, the more likely I am to get into a bad trade or break a rule, out of frustration or something like that. So, I figured either I'm going to quit trading, which I don't really want to do because I've already invested a ton of time into learning, the ins and outs of day trading, and I feel like I got a pretty good handle on it. But I seem to kind of get in my own way a lot of times. So, and also I've got a lot of other stuff going on in my life that I need to focus on and pay attention to. So what it's all boiled down to is that too much time in the market is a bad thing for me. And so I've tried to figure out a way to get away from that. And what I'm trying to do right now is only trade the market open, which I know it's volatile, it's risky, but I've been doing this long enough now that I have a good handle on that, and I know when to get in and out, more or less, when things fail, and get out before things go against me, and I don't hold and hope or any of that kind of crazy stuff. So anyway, let's just go over quickly the trade that I took today. Earlier I was looking at NTWK, but it started getting weak before the open, and then TGC popped up out of nowhere on the top gainers list. By the time I saw it, it was already over here. This would have been a perfect entry, is to get in for the break of this candle, and that fits my strategy exactly. But it looks like this thing's probably gonna run hard now. But I don't think I have any. I think I could only buy like one share because I have most of my cash tied up in these long holds that are like investments. So anyway, I'm not gonna FOMO trade into that. So yeah. So anyway, just this is the thing that kind of like turned me on to this stock is when this happened. So I originally, when it started to pull back, I was watching for the break of 4. That never happened, but you can see it kind of consolidated near 4, which it's kind of like good and bad. You want to see consolidation near the high of day before the open. That indicates a good chance of popping, which it looks like it's going to. This thing's probably gonna rip and take off now. But that's okay. That's not, it's not my strategy to trade that anymore. So my idea was then to get in for the break of the second to last candle before the open. So I think I got in like around 3:15. I figured, if it gets above this candle, that anyone who is like shorting it is probably going to want to get out, which I don't think that was that good of an idea, because noticing all of these red candles, the short sellers, would have been pretty deep into the profits already, and they probably had, stops, mental stops or whatever, back up here around this area, and that's probably why this thing never broke over that area. So that was maybe a misread on my part, but that was the idea that I had at the open. So I had a stop limit order placed. Oh, actually, let's see. I've got it on video here. Let's just go over that really quick. So here I'm putting in my order. Let's see, it's around, 20 seconds before the market opens. So there we go, 3 seconds. It's going to be fast. Yeah, so then it starts to flush down at the open. Like it's going to sell off, which is okay. Hey, oh, here it comes. So I'm thinking it's going to pop, but it comes up and fills me, and then it just chops around. I should have got out probably right there. I hesitated a little, and then went by. Didn't work. So, at least I got out when I did, because I think I got filled around like 291, so I saved myself like an extra 30-something cents because I had 3 shares. But then, it kind of bounced off of that level, and it looked like it was going to come back up. So I bought in, and I had a green trade next. It was smaller than my red trade, but I think what I should have done in hindsight and this is the tricky thing with the market. In hindsight, it worked on this trade. It may fail on another trade. So that's one thing that's like, super sketchy about day trading. Let's see what happens. So then I get back in thinking, okay, that was like a fake breakdown. Try one more time. And then there it pops, right? So now I'm going to take half. I just put in my order to sell half, which with 3 shares, Webull sells 1 share. And I think I got filled like at 327 or something there.
All right.
And then it looked like it was coming back down, to my break even. And since it flushed down before, I thought it's more than likely going to flush the rest of the way down. And I just wanted to see if I could see. I can't see the clock because of the order fill thing, because eventually on the second candle, this thing did break.
So first trade failed. And then it looked like it was going to...
Yeah, so it's like 10 seconds before the new candle forms.
Pop again.
I don't know if I got it on video.
Let's see, maybe one more time. I don't know.
Yeah, and then because all my cash is tied up in these long trades, I didn't even have enough settled cash, and I took a trade yesterday. I didn't have enough settled cash to get in for the next one. So, yeah, again, like what I should have done was probably just, let this candle form, and then if it breaks the high of the first 1 minute candle, that would have been a better entry.
Let's see, where's the high here?
Yeah, that's what I guess I was thinking about that right now. And then when I saw this candle open up real high like that, I thought, oh, maybe this thing is going to pop. Yeah, so, I was thinking of getting in around 331. And since I didn't have time to put a stop limit order at the 331, I just used my hotkey to enter, to try to enter. And then I got this message because, like I said, I was out of, I think I had like $8 or something left, and this required $9.81. So that's the problem with, keeping your cash in long-term trades. But I'm trying to basically like keep myself from over trading that way.
Oh.
So, I mean, that's fine because my, this strategy, one of my rules really is only taking one trade. And if the trade fails, then to stop trading. Now this, I kind of broke that rule here because I got out very quick on the first trade, and then it was kind of faking me out, and looked like it was going to pop back up. So, I'm not really sure about that rule. Like, I don't really feel like I broke a rule because I was still trading the very first minute candle. Like the idea behind that rule is to not continue to trade throughout the morning and dig myself into a deeper hole. So I think if I trade, maybe I should make the rule, like to just trade on the first 2 candles, how many ever trades I can get out of that 1 or 2 trades. And then be done for the day, no matter what the result of that is. That way, I could possibly trade myself out of the fake breakout, which is kind of what happened here. And it worked out because that second trade, I recouped a bunch of the loss. And I've only done this twice now, this type of trade, and I'm tracking it right here. You can see the first day I made 44 cents. Today I lost 45 cents. So I'm essentially break even on it. And the ROI was a little lower today because I took 2 trades to do that. If I only took the first trade, it would have been a much bigger loss on my investment because I would have been down like 74 cents on $10 essentially. So anyway, so this is something new that I'm trying. It's based off of my old strategy, but just applying it just to the market open. And I'm willing to take some, red days on it, thinking that as long as I probably needed to get out a little quicker. I mean, in my defense, I got out quick, but the thing popped down really fast, and that's my other rule is if it pops down below my entry, I got to get out immediately, like on the first pop to the downside, and that's what I did. You don't want to wait to see if it pops back up because they don't always do that. Sometimes they just flush down hard. And I'm thinking that over time that this is going to work out because even if I can just manage to stay break even what's going to end up happening is I'm going to get into a trade that goes up to a halt on the way up or something like that, and that will basically make my week or my month when that does happen, as long as I scale out properly and things like that. So anyway, that's kind of the plan, and it's still pretty early to tell if it's really going to work or not. But so far, I like it a lot better than what I was doing, because before I was having some green days, some red days, but I felt like I was just wasting way too much time trading to essentially break even in the long run. And it was very frustrating, and I was just kind of getting sick and tired of it. And I'd rather kind of chop around like this or stay break even trading these opens until I finally catch one of these big breakouts into a halt. And, that makes my week or my month or whatever. That's really the idea, because like I said, I've got plenty other things to do beside trading, and don't want to waste the time. So anyway, that's it. I hope this helped. So let me know in the comments below.